IVF is a process that in her first stage starts with ovarian stimulation. To stimulate the ovaries, we need hormones. So you can understand that hormones play a very important role in IVF. The basic hormones that are used are FSH and LH, which are called gonadotrophins. And these can be either synthetic, created in the laboratory, or even coming from, for example, urine of menopausal women. They act exactly with a similar way, mimicking a natural cycle, and they have exactly the same role that FSH and LH has in the reproductive medicine. There are other hormones as well, which are called GnRH analogs or GnRH antagonists, and depending on the protocol that we choose, may suppress the ovaries and downregulate them so that you can then stimulate them. They may stop ovulation, which is very important, because in the old times what was happening was a lot of premature ovulation that was destroying a cycle, and there was a lot of cancellations. But nowadays, especially with the GnRH antagonists, this is something that is prevented, and the ovulation only happens after triggering the follicles to release the eggs. This is another hormone that is used in IVF. It can be a GnRH analog again, or it can be beta HCG, which actually helps in releasing the eggs, and it acts exactly the same way like LH in a natural cycle. Finally, before the embryo transfer, estrogen and progesterone are very important. Estrogen prime the endometrium so that it can increase in thickness to accept an embryo, and progesterone is a very important hormone as well, because in a normal spontaneous cycle it is created and it is produced by the body, but in an IVF there is no corpus luteum to produce this hormone, so we need the external administration. So this progesterone can be given either through vagina or through the mouth, subcutaneously, or even intramuscularly. All these hormones are very important, and they need to be used at the right doses and at the right timings during an IVF. And the whole plan behind all this is to mimic the reality, to mimic what is really happening in a natural cycle.